Double locked. With a safe like this, it's hopeless without a key. Double locked. With a safe like this, it's hopeless without a key. A letter of appointment. Signed Grégoire d'Alpin.
But who are you? What do you want?
I am a friend who has your son's best interests at heart, madame.
Liar! I do not believe you. Jacques is not a criminal. Get out. He's not here. Scram!
I have an appointment with Elouin. The door was open, so I came in.
The door was not open. You broke in. Couldn't you have knocked at my door like a normal person? I would have told you he was not here.
Sorry about the door. Now that I think of it, it was kind of tough. If your son is not here, I'm sure you know where he can be found.
Hiding? I swear he's not here. Why would he hide? I've not seen him for several days. I have no idea where he is.
You're lying, Madame Elouin. Tell me where I can find your son. I mean him no harm. On the contrary, I need to talk to him.
You do not want to harm him. Can I trust you? Please understand, Elouin has not done anything. He's afraid, that's all. He's not hiding, but he needs help. My son is up there. Follow me. He's upstairs. Just go on up.
Right. Jacques Elouin, I'm arresting you for the murder of Regis and Ruby White.
I'm innocent. I may have led the murderer to the Eatons, but I did not kill him.
The Eatons? What are you talking about?
It's a long story, but this is what happened. It was after a rather tiresome case. The story of adultery that ended badly. The husband had hired me because his wife had supposedly run off with the money. She told quite another story, of course. I will spare you the details. I came home shattered. During my absence, a certain de Alpin had come by about some employees who had swindled him. I knew that de Alpin was a banker and that there would be plenty of money in it, but I was dead on my feet. So I told my mother to call him back and tell him to get lost. That's when she showed me the check. So, off I went again.
Those dirty kids, they roll around in the mud all day. And who scrubs? Old Muggins here. Who are you? Can't you see I'm not here? If it's for the poor, I gave at the office.
Lovely day, isn't it? Say, can you give me the Eaton's room number?
The Eatons? What do you want from the Eatons? Are you a friend of theirs? You don't look the sort they would associate with.
You're the janitor? My name is Jacques Elouin. I'm a friend of the family. They're not often in Paris, so I thought I would pay them a visit.
It really is too much. They spend a month here and wham! Suddenly all the Parisian riffraff turns up. Your Eatons are not here.
It's a shame they're not in. What time are they expected back? I really need to speak to them. What if I wait for them? Is that okay with you?
Wait for them? I've been waiting for 3 days now. They did not pay me for their room.
I'm sure we can figure something out for the room. Let me see it, and I'll pay the bill.
Are you trying to tell me how to do my janitor's job? Nobody's going up to that room while their belongings are still there. What kind of a pickle would I be in if they'd just gone away to the country for a week? These bloody rascals really want to drive me up the wall. I have a floor to scrub, so you with the mustache, clear off or I'll chuck you out on your ear. Little rascals, wait till I catch you! Hey! Not my flowers, my beautiful flowers! Wait! They're going to see what I'm made of.
Strange. Yeah. Oh dear, what a mess. Mrs. Evelyn, you've got some cleaning to do. They locked safe. They probably got the key with them. Look, a boat ticket. A locked safe. They probably got the key with them.
Good evening, sir. Are you expected?
My name is Edouin. I've come to see the master of the house. Would you introduce me, please?
Sorry, sir. My master cannot see you.
But tell me, old chap, your name would not be Dumoulin, would it?
I do not believe I know you. You are?
We've never met. GDA simply recommended Mr. Dumoulin's excellent hospitality. He asked me to wait for him here.
SBGDA is absent, and he did not inform me of your visit to the BSORC, sir. I am terribly sorry, but you must make an appointment with him.
I need an appointment with GDA. Can you tell me if Grace Eaton also needed an appointment to enter your lodge?
Mademoiselle was introduced by one of our most eminent members. And what is more, the SBGDA never leaves her side.
You're sure Gracie Eaton was invited by one of your members? Under what circumstances? Did she already know him? Because you know, she's not from Paris. In fact, do you know which member introduced her?
Sir, I cannot tell you any more. I have already said too much. Our brotherhood is private, sir. You must leave the premises, otherwise I shall be forced to call the authorities. I thought I had already told you, sir, that your presence was not desirable. This is a private establishment, sir. Only members and their guests are admitted.
No answer. No one's going to annoy him with a lock like that on his door.
You were not announced, sir. I wasn't expecting you. How can I help you?
Hello, Doctor. Jacques Eloin, private detective. Sorry, I am out of business cards. You'll have to take my word for it. That way we'll both be in the same boat.
A private eye. I am sure you are well aware I am not at liberty to discuss one of my patients. Doctor-patient confidentiality.
My work is somewhat like yours, Doctor. People pay me to ask questions. As it happens, you know certain answers that are essential to my investigation.
I imagine you are being well paid, Mr. Eloin. What exactly do you want?
I found your business card at the home of someone who's not so innocent.
I have no control over who has one of my calling cards, Mr. Eloin. The proof? You yourself have one. And yet, I never gave it to you.
You do not happen to have a patient by the name of Gracie Eaton, Dr. Kaufner?
Gracie Eaton? Of course, Mr. Eloin. What do you want to know about Gracie Eaton?
Gracie Eaton is a little crazy, isn't she? You do treat the mentally ill, don't you?
Not all of my patients are ready for a straitjacket, Mr. Eloin. On the contrary, I care for all those with tormented souls. It's called therapy. One could classify Miss Eaton in this category.
Gracie Eaton has a brother, Paul Eaton, doesn't she? What do you know about him?
Paul Eaton. I suspect he engineered the whole thing. He's the one who brought Gracie to my office when she had her first attack. Thereafter, he remained in the background.
You know why I've been hired, and I won't hide the fact that I do not have any hard facts on the theft. Is there anything you can tell me?
You know enough to complete your investigation, Mr. Eloin. Listen, old chap, if you want to know where the Eatons are hiding, you have come to the wrong place. Yes, I introduced Gracie Eaton to the companions. Yes, she knew the Alpins, but as to how intimate they were, that is their business. All I can tell you is that if I knew where she and her brother were, you would not be here. So do the job you are being paid to do, Mr. Elouin. Find the thieves, and let us get on with the rest. We each have our own role, do we not? You do not seem to understand, Mr. Elouin. Your presence here is not welcome. I demand you leave my office. Well, if it's not my buddy Elouin, how is business going, Snoop?
So, Mimile, how's it going? Tell me, the police would not have anything on a certain Grégoire de Alpin, would they?
The Alpin is one of the biggest sharks around. A filthy rich banker, an old slightly eccentric Parisian. Have you gotten on his bad side?
Come on, Emile. I'm sure you know more about de Alpin that you're willing to tell me. You do not loaf around behind a counter for nothing.
De Alpin has plenty of connections, but no friends. That's what makes him so influential. He knows all the right people. He is basically untouchable.
Does the name Eatons mean anything to you? A woman and man, brother and sister, Americans?
Eaton. Let me think. No, I have nothing under that name. Are they dangerous?
You know the job, Emile. I'm paid to investigate, with the utmost discretion. A theft, but with no violence. Good thing, because I don't even have a gun. Nothing for you to be concerned about.
A client with plenty of dough. We're working for the rich now, are we? If I hear anything, I will not forget you. We will go 50-50 as usual.
It's almost a privilege to investigate for him. Strange that de Alpin did not make use of his contacts to sort out his little problems.
Elouin, I will keep in touch. We are pals after all. Give my regards to your mother.
Goodbye, Emile. See you later.
That's right. Let honest folk work.
And the time he dressed up as an angel, and he did not have a string on his bow. Berenice.
Oh, sorry. Jacques Elouin. Perhaps you could help me.
Why not? Would you like a drink? Come on, don't be silly. I'm a modern girl. Come, have a seat. You've never been here. I would remember your face. I'm curious to know what brings you here.
Today must be my lucky day. In my job, I usually deal with punks, not cute dolls like you. I'm a detective. Do you happen to know a certain Paul Eaton?
The American? Paul Eaton? Yes, I know him. He's been filling our heads with his stories for the past month. He and the owner are mates.
Interesting story about Eaton. Is he on to something big? Did he give you any details? Mind you, with guys like him, you never know what to believe.
I'm fond of you, Snoop. You know how to go about things. I'm going to help you. Paul Eaton was in Paris for a contract. A scam that would make him rich. His wife was his accomplice. Then he got the jitters. He is hiding now. Hulot, the owner, definitely knows more. You'll have to see him about that. Only thing is, he's not too fond of private snoops.
What about Paul? Does he come here often? You know, if he starts bugging you, it would give me more reasons to nail him.
You know, Jacques, that Eaton smells like trouble. One day, he turns up from God knows where with his little British accent. After a few drink sessions with Hulot, the owner, he loses his accent. After that, he shows up here practically every day, more American than ever. Then wham! No more news.
Oh, that's a shame. I was really hoping to find him there. To be honest, I went to his place before coming to the Alambic and, like magic, they disappeared. So, I thought you might be able to help me.
We do not really know what Eaton is doing in Paris. In the beginning, he said he was with his sister, a student. After a few binges, his sister had become his wife, and they were both onto the scam of the century.
Charming. Berenice, I can feel that, like me, you're dying to know where Paul Eaton and his wife are. What was Paul planning to do after his job? Any ideas?
The owner, Hulot, knows a thing or two. Paul only spoke English, and he never mentioned any names. He could not have known much. It's not because you drink like a fish that you know more. It was his other half who pulled the strings.
The owner, Hulot. He's also your friend. Would you be kind enough to introduce us?
The owner's not here. He's just driven off. Actually, I think he had a rendezvous with Eaton.
Damn it, this is too much. I'm always one step behind. This time, I'll catch them before they slip away again.
It is simple, Jacques. The owner went dashing off. He mentioned a restaurant, getting back late. How would I know?
A restaurant. How fitting. I was planning on inviting you. But a restaurant in Paris, it's like looking for a needle in the haystack. Any idea which one?
And why would I know? Eaton talked about going out to a chic restaurant with his wife, but he did not even know which one. It was Hulot who scribbled down the address before leaving.
Berenice. Pretty name. Your knight in shining armor left you alone in such a place. That's hardly wise.
I'm old enough to look after myself, but thanks for the thought.
Berenice, do you believe this bank heist story? Eaton must surely have been planning something. He could not have just given up like a complete idiot. It must be a diversion. It smacks of a wild goose chase.
Charming and smart, that P.I. Only he has it wrong. It was not the banker's money the Eatons were after. It was a treasure he had hidden in his place. The woman took care of seducing him. Paul was there to pick the fruit when it was ripe. He was completely manipulated, that poor Paul.
That's all you know, is it? In any case, someone as charming as you is always beyond suspicion.
Ciao, Snoop. Good luck.
Look, a notepad. The first page seems to have been ripped out in a hurry.
Hulot is implicated in this affair? But how?
Who knows? He's a fence, is he not?
I've brought you a little snack.
Thank you. I'll just put it there. We'll help ourselves. Okay, where was I? Oh, yes, the restaurant.
Good evening, sir. Welcome to Chez Alexandre. Do you have a reservation?
Tell me, buddy. Does the name Grégoire de Alpin ring any bells?
Mr. de Alpin is one of our most respectable clients. Unfortunately, he has not honored us with a visit for almost a week now. And he left no recommendation with regard to yourself. I'm sorry, sir. I cannot help you.
Jacques Eloin, private detective. I'm looking for 2 crooks. Can you tell me if you have any clients by the name of Eaton? Be discreet. They're dangerous.
I do not see any reservation under that name. Maybe they have reserved a table in another establishment.
My 2 American birds have flown the coop again. Talk about bad luck. Thanks for your help. I'll leave you my number in case you see them around again.
Oh, but wait. 2 Americans were here earlier. A rather lively couple, but their name was White, not Eaton. Sorry.
I'm a private detective, hired by Grégoire de Alpin. I have to find them, and quickly. I'm fed up of chasing after them. Any idea what it could be? Got an address.
Sir, this is not my job to spy on people. It would seem to be yours, though. All that matters to me is that they enjoyed their meal and paid their bill. Actually, they put it on their account at the Hotel Orphée. A French gentleman joined them, and they chatted for a while before leaving together. I do not know what they went. I hope this is of some help to you, because you seem to be completely lost.